At 68, Walter Brooks opened the Riverside Courthouse every morning before the judges arrived. He polished the marble floors, fixed broken chairs, and knew every hallway by the sound of its echo. Folks in town called him Mr. Walter. But Chief Doyle never did. To him, Walter was just the janitor. That Monday, Walter found an envelope under a bench outside courtroom 3. Inside were photos of a young black man, bruised after an arrest, and a note. They lied in the report. Walter's hands trembled. 30 years earlier, his own brother had died in a police van, and nobody had believed his mother when she said the bruises were not from a fall. Before Walter could take the envelope to Judge Harris, Chief Doyle stepped into the hall. "What you got there?" he asked. "Something that belongs in the record," Walter said. Doyle snatched it, saw the photos, and his face hardened. "You people always looking for trouble." Walter felt the old fear rise in his chest. For years he had survived by staying quiet. But his granddaughter Maya, a college journalism student, was waiting by the entrance with her phone. She had come to record a day in his life for a school project. When Doyle shoved Walter against the wall and accused him of stealing court evidence, Maya whispered, "Granddad, I'm live." Walter looked into the phone, then at Doyle. For the first time in years, he did not lower his eyes. The live stream spread before noon. At first, people argued in the comments. Some called Walter a thief. Others recognized Chief Doyle's voice from old traffic stops, from body cameras that had somehow malfunctioned, from complaints that disappeared inside City Hall. Doyle arrested Walter anyway. The charge was obstruction and theft of official documents. At the station, an officer tightened the cuffs until Walter's fingers went numb. "Should have stayed with your mop," the officer muttered. Maya sat outside with Walter's daughter, Denise, who had spent half her life warning her father not to challenge men with badges. "Baby, this town knows how to punish black folks for telling the truth," Denise said. Maya wiped her tears. "Then the town's about to know us louder." By evening, church elders, barbers, nurses, bus drivers, and retired teachers gathered outside the jail. They held signs that read, "Let Mr. Walter go and release the report." A local reporter arrived, then 2 more. The story jumped from phones to the evening news. Inside, Walter was placed in a holding cell with a young man named Caleb, the same man from the photos. Caleb whispered that Doyle's officers had beaten him after he refused to confess to a robbery he did not commit. The envelope had been slipped to Walter by Caleb's public defender, who feared the evidence would vanish. Then came the twist. Maya received an anonymous message with a security clip from the courthouse. It showed Doyle taking the envelope from Walter before the arrest. The sender wrote only one line, "I work here. I'm tired of being silent too." The next morning, Doyle held a press conference on the courthouse steps. He wore his polished badge and spoke like a man used to being believed. "This is not about race," he said. "This is about law and order." Walter, released on emergency bond after public pressure, watched from the crowd beside Maya and Denise. Every word from Doyle felt like a stone laid on his chest. He wanted to go home. He wanted his old quiet life back. Then Caleb's mother, Mrs. Jean, gripped his hand. "Brother, quiet didn't save my boy." Maya stepped forward and raised her phone. "Chief Doyle, why did you tell the public Mr. Brooks stole evidence when this video shows you taking it from him?" The crowd went silent. Maya played the clip. Doyle's smile cracked. A white courthouse clerk named Ellen pushed through the reporters. She was shaking so badly she almost dropped her folder. "I sent the video," she said. "And there's more." She revealed copies of erased complaints, altered arrest records, and emails from officers joking about stopping black drivers near the county line. Doyle turned on her. "You don't know what you're doing." Ellen looked at Walter, then back at Doyle. "No, Chief. I know exactly what I helped ignore." For Walter, that moment changed everything. He had spent decades thinking survival meant silence. But silence, he now understood, had been used as another lock. He faced the cameras and told the story of his brother, his mother, and every warning he had swallowed. His voice shook, but it did not break. The hearing was packed wall to wall. Elders who remembered segregated lunch counters sat beside teenagers holding phones. Reporters lined the back. Walter wore his Sunday suit, the one his late wife said made him look like a deacon with a secret. Doyle's lawyer tried to paint him as a dedicated officer ruined by internet outrage. But Maya's video, Ellen's files, and Caleb's medical records told a different story. One by one, people testified. A black veteran stopped outside a pharmacy. A grandmother searched after leaving church. A school coach arrested in front of his players for matching a description. When Walter took the stand, the room quieted. "I was afraid," he said. "Not because I was guilty, because I knew being innocent had never been enough for men who looked like me." Doyle stared at the table. For the first time, he did not look angry. He looked small. When the judge suspended him pending criminal investigation, murmurs rose like thunder. Caleb's charges were dismissed. The city opened an independent review of police misconduct. Outside, cameras surrounded Walter, but he reached first for Maya and Denise. "Y'all carried me when my knees forgot how," he said. Maya smiled through tears.
"No, Granddad."
"You stood up. We just made sure the world saw it." Weeks later, Walter returned to the courthouse, not as a janitor, but as part of a community oversight board. Passing the same marble hallway, he touched the wall where Doyle had shoved him. This time, Walter did not feel fear there. He felt a door opening.